Yes, I can.
I
Yes, I
tell
will
you
try to
what,
do that.
I see if you could access that and just go through it, because I think that it's important that we recognize what has been done, and we are the people that they say that we are passive.
Yes, I have it.
You have it.
Yes, I have it.
Go through that list, Mr. Babb.
Um, First, the first one on the list is the trading card ID deadline.
Mm.
Remember, we were told that that was compulsory. That everybody had to get this ID, and then we have several stoppages, and then eventually we were told that it is not necessary.
Hmm.
Then we had the tent removal enforcement, and the dates have changed. The tent was supposed to be the government's response to fighting crime, but we knew from the first outset that it was more or less to collect money. We were told that by the PM.
Yes.
The wiretapping legislation that was also rolled back. Now, at my ear, the National Stadium has so many starts and stops and other dates to be finished. So we are waiting on. Now we are speaking about it. We are going to get another date. Just watch and see. The integrity in public life legislation, renaming Independence Day as a national day.
That's true. They had to take that back.
Yes, when there were so many people who responded and said, "No way." The new tourism accommodation bill, and I saw today that the those persons who wrote the letter to the prime minister saying we don't want an adjustment, just scrap the entire thing.
Yes, I agree.
The child protection legislation, amendments to the Road Traffic Act, and the 24-hour polyclinic that has not come to fruition as yet. And I'm sure people can add to that list.
Keep adding. They start and stop. Start and
I'm
stop.
sometimes wondering if the start and stop is a bit of incompetence or a ploy to see how far they can push Barbadians. And you notice that these pieces of legislation or bills are not announced by the prime minister herself,
Hmm.
but then you will get the PM in some occasions come out as like Mother Teresa to rescue the day. But we know that these things are discussed at cabinet.
Yes.
Let me say they are taken to cabinet. I know if they are discussed. And they got a bobblehead fella that on the dashboard
Yes.
they do like this and not a word.
I wonder if Dave can find it. And in the meantime, Dave, see if you find that bobblehead. It's almost a little like
Yes,
a dog. Is a dog
yes,
or not?
every, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Everything you're talking about that
And
there on.
believe you me, they will say that we are calling them dogs. This is how much
Is
this
is
is
is a, is a, there's a bobblehead fella. They got different characters, but the point is that the
yes,
head is always
a
shaking in
cartoon
agreement.
that the head always bobbing, and
In
that must be
agreement.
what they do. They start and stop. And Dave, I sent you something in your chat there that you can put up for us, which is a little funny too. But keep going, Mr. Bob. We love to hear you.
But there are many other areas that remain questionable. This level of governance that we are seeing, and if they're testing our people, then we have to stand the test. If they're putting legislation and bills out there to try to see how far they can take us, then we have a right to stand up and say to them, no.
Hmm.
So I am saying whether they are incompetent or whether they're trying to push us as far as they can to
Yes.
get, and there are I sometimes get that they are responding to external pressures and demands to
Yes.
see where our people can go and where they can take our people. And
Yes.
once there is a pushback and is not popular, because remember, this party is all about winning elections. It's not about governance. It's about winning an election. Their
Mm-hmm.
election machinery. This is not a government of governance or looking after people. This is just about winning the election and see how many. That is why they will boast, oh, another 30 love, because that is not governing people and making sure that their lives are better off because of their presence in government. It's not about there's this is not what they're about. It's about
Mm-hmm.
winning election after election.
Correct. Correct. I just feel like lifting up my fist like this. And, guys, this is not about violence. This is not violence, sometimes they tell, Dave, I'm making a serious point, and you bring the government here on the screen. This is a government here. All they do, they meet in cabinet, and this is what they do. Go ahead, Dave. This is all he's doing. They're bobbing the head. I thought this one was gonna bob a little bit more. Bobble heads.
Bobblehead, right?
And Dave, you have another one. People are making memes. So Dave, there's another meme there I saw in your WhatsApp. But I want Barbadians to understand, the power that they have, and that there's nothing wrong with aggression.
Nothing.
Aggression is not violence.
Getting good trouble. That is what we call it.
Good trouble. Go ahead.
Yes.
You were saying something about good trouble.
You good trouble is about you're sometimes it is not the what is popular for the for in terms of the government or your stance based on what you see as justice may not be popular at the time for the government in power, but is the best thing that you can do. That is getting in good trouble. Once it has the masses of persons at the core of your existence
Mm-hmm.
and your protests, then you stand up out there and show your face and raise your voice.
Yep, I am telling you, and I see somebody talking to us about the IDs, which I have a video to show you tonight. I'm not sure if I had sent that to you today, but there's a video of what is happening in the UK, and in some other places as well. And we're going to look at that this evening. I see your comment, Hurricane Writer. But go ahead, Dave, with this one. I love this one. Play it, Dave.
Me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. The thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. The thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. The thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. The thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing.
Lord, I tell you, the memes that are coming in.
Oh yes.
Somebody telling me to check my phone. What is it that they are sending me now? What is it they're sending me? Somebody say, check my phone. I'm not seeing what anybody is sending me as yet. Yeah. But you know what? Keep sending me, resend, and probably I will be able to pick it up very, very quickly. If Michelle is listening, and Michelle, resend me that tin song. Send me that tin song. I can't. Today we were dealing with the permit, and so I got home a little late, so I don't have everything all in place. But send me the tin song, Michelle. Michelle, if you're listening,
Hmm.
please resend me the tin song, or if anybody has that. That's a song I saw. Someone sent it to me, and then the next day I saw it being played on the DLP TV, and I think it's appropriate. We're gonna play it. Somebody said it's a rollback government, always backward. Somebody said, and never forward.
Yes.
Huh?
And
But
and the, and the, and the writing on the bicycle is indicative of how this government. When you're on a bicycle, you're facing forward. Have governments in reverse. Governance in reverse. They're not looking. They're not taking the issues of the country head on.
yes, yes,
So,
yes.
everything is falling down, and they fall down every time.
Every time they fall down. I love that analogy. This is a Tim song there. Okay, I understand. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, somebody said it's a no, it's a walk back government. Somebody Kim says it's a start and stop administration.
All the names you get named coming in, yes.
I'm reading their comments.
And it just sums up they're poor. They probably will be known as the poorest administration to ever hit this country. All of this.
It is, yes. Yes, Jacqueline is saying that they need to pass the non-contentious probate rules also,
It's
the
just
updated
the
copy
rules.
that the lawyers have, but the people don't have. Yes, yes, I'm reading some of your comments, guys. Well, for those of you who've just joined us, tomorrow we are on the road at 10 a.m. Mr. Bob, you're going to be there?
Yes, I'm going to be there tomorrow, God willing. Yes.
Yes, yes,
Early.
yes.
Yes.
This is somebody says a decade of walking back. The circus government.
Circus. All the names you can find for them.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
do they walk back with their heads nodding? Of course. In agreement.
Listen, I tell you, I just love the fact that Barbadians are their eyes are opening up and they're realizing their power.
Yes. It's about time. And it my mother used to say to us, "It is take a lot before we start," and that is how
Yes.
Barbadians are. We take a lot before we start, and
Mm,
there's so much we can take from an administration that we give trust in 2 elections, given all the seats on both occasions, and by right the voting public of Barbados and generally we give a government a chance. We have never had a one-term government in this country.
mm.
Never, because we expect that certain things are supposed to be done, and we give them the opportunity,
To
and we
get them
give them to get them done. And these people have failed us and failed Barbados miserably. So that is why we are so frustrated. We give you enough time. We not only give you time, we give you enough leeway to pass laws without opposition in the interest of us. And this is how you treat our the full trust in the parliament. And it's a good thing that um, the opposition leader Ralph Thorne moved across, because there must be a voice in parliament to stand up to these people, and we need voices in parliament, and we need to get out there and we need to exercise our right to vote, to say to any government from either side that we will continue to raise our voices when you do not act in our interests.
correct, correct. And you know what? She was speaking today at the UN, and somebody said it looked, she wasn't wearing the flag, but it seems like they're not sure. And I don't, you know what? I probably shouldn't say anything until I'm
When
sure
you're
what
sure.
she was
Yes.
wearing.
Yeah.
And anybody, and I know a lot of you out there, you might have watched it. From what I'm looking at, I can't see clearly what she's wearing there on her left breast, but you would have seen that everybody, including President Trump, had on their country flag. The president of Ghana did not wear his country flag because he had on the country the country garment or outfit.
National.
Thank you. The national, right? He
Okay.
had on a national outfit.
Yeah.
So he did not wear a flag. But when you look, everybody had on their national flag,
Yeah.
right? And this is what she said. One of what something somebody sent to me. This woman stood up in at the UN and said, "In the absence of truth, trust deteriorates. When we lack truth and we lack trust, law becomes theater. News becomes spectacle, and science becomes just another opinion." Mia Motley, Honorable Mia Motley, did you actually say that?
I
She
am.
said,
I keep,
"In the
yes.
absence of truth, trust deteriorates." That's what she said.
We have to be. We now must be accustomed. accustomed to her putting all of these phrases and nice sounding things together to give a good impression of a good speech, but you don't practice what you preach. That's like a pastor who says, "Do as I say, but not as I do." So we should be accustomed by now and don't be so much in awe. We have come to accept and to accept and expect and to accept that this is how she's going to deliver. You're going to get the sweet sounding phrases, the hook lines and the catchphrases on the international stage. But that is where it stays. Because when we look at what is happening in Barbados, what have these speeches benefit us? Do we see people coming running to Barbados for investment? Do we see our people benefited from this exposure, personal exposure on the international scene by PM? We have to look around and ask that question. We can't live in awe somebody sounding sweet all the time. And Viha is right. Actions and words are not aligned. And I know that the Carify stuff that they're jumping about has revealed a lot of things to our neighbors. And one of them is that this country is not the country that you can live in and survive the cost of living. And that has been confirmed to a lot of our neighbors. That under this government, the cost of living is horrendous. So we should not be. So we should not. We should not continue. We can't continue with this. Oh, it sounds so good. Like I could put it together too. Give it to me and read it too. And practice. Stand in front of the mirror and practice delivery. And got my speech therapist and delivery and do a good job as well. And sound good. But we are far. We're past the stage of sounding good. Of a good sounding prime minister. We've passed that stage. We don't need to be impressed by what you say. We want to be impressed by what you do.
Yes. And actually, we have that clip, or not that clip, but we have an excerpt of the speech, just a few lines of it. Dave, you have it there, and if you are able to put it up so that they will see what what the Prime Minister went to the UN and said. And I hope she realizes that the trust we all of the trust that we had in this government is eroded at this stage.
Yes.
Eroded, completely eroded. We hear it from people every day. You were telling me something that happened, someone you saw, and there was a woman and she was remarking to you. I don't know if you could relay that.
We were talking about no, I was talking to some person in the room, and this lady happened to come in, and I was saying to that person, look, our PM said that if she has her way, to that all children will go to church.
Oh, so right. When she was in New York, she was making that.
New York, she said that overseas. And I said, I hope when she comes back, she invites them to the church that she goes to. The lady said she can't invite me nowhere. She's not talking to her. She can't invite me to where she sell up this whole country.
She said she can't invite her anywhere. She said, people have not forgotten about that land that they gave away,
No.
That Gemmett's Lane, I'm telling you, the people have not forgotten that.
No, have not forgotten.
Somebody says this is not the country. We always said that Tom Adams is not the country of Barrow. We are worse off.
And that is true. We still have people who will still be whispering. I thought we have passed that stage where I remember between the years of 2008 and 2018, everybody had opinion and they expressed it freely. They cursed all the ministers at that time. The prime minister, they said anything about him that they care. They went to work how they like, when they like, and they were not afraid because they were angry, they were fed up and frustrated, and they were open about their frustration. Today, we have a different set of people.
Mm-hmm.
They whisper. They are afraid to say, to call a spade, and to tell the emperor that you're naked. They are afraid. Why? You elected Mayor Motley and all our ministers walk around beg you for a vote. And notice I say beg you for a vote. You didn't. Some they try who they cannot who they beg and rape. They probably pay them probably, but they beg. The point is that they went around and beg you to give them the opportunity. So you
Mm-hmm.
should not be afraid to say to them at any other level that we are not satisfied. You did it again. You did it when the other administration, the DLP was in power. You felt and you did it without feeling that you were going to be ostracized or lose your job. But today, that is how you're feeling. And if you're at that stage where you can't express yourself because of the wrong that is being done to you as a vote in public, then that government is not one you can trust. And you need to get rid of them.
Agree. 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 Yeah. Somebody says I'm waiting for Dave to put up that picture from the UN, and it has on it the quote. Yeah.
In the absence of truth, trust. In the absence of truth, trust deteriorates.
Let me move this so that the hurricane you will see.
Yeah.
Everybody take a time. Let's pause. Let's pause for the cause. Everybody just read this. This is what your PM said at the UN. This is an excerpt from her speech. Let's pause. I wonder, did you all finish? Did you all read that and take it in? Write your comments in the comment section. We have lived in here. We have endured this administration 7 years, and the prime minister would have the gall to go to the UN and say something like this.
We need the truth about the what is happening with the land at Jamas name. What made you give it away? We need the truth about the real reason for tint. And you've noticed that they have installed more cameras all over the highway. Did you
Yes,
notice that?
yes. And as someone said, that when they move the tent, they're able to see inside the car.
Yes.
Surveillance. And in moving the tent, she believed she was going to get money.
Mhm.
She had to roll that back. Continue, Mr. Babb.
But there's so many things that she needs to tell us. We need the truth about the cost of Curry Festa.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't tell us the truth, then trust will continue to deteriorate. Yes, we need the truth of Old Town. We need the truth about the whole houses. Rent it. Yes. And when we lack truth, we lack trust. The truth about foreign labor.
Mm-hmm.
But she think our people are stupid. Whoa,
Yes, right. What's the truth that you need?
that we
What is
need.
the truth? What is the truth that you need from her? ADG says, no. Well, look what ADG says.
They do not trust you, period.
Period.
Because we don't get truth about anything. There's a lot, in the absence of truth, trust deteriorates. The truth about the higher, the truth about Dominica. Oh Lord, the people have not forgotten.
Keep writing it, guys.
The truth about her at some point.
Yes. Listen, the people leading the show tonight. What again?
And I walked through I went for some therapy today, so I happened to go through to get some. You get in my age, you get some liniment, you get some suggestions about things you can rub on your knees for relief. And I happened to pass through Swan Street, and I could not believe that I saw when I saw the video with a truck, fire truck going through Swan Street.
You saw it again today.
No, no, I didn't. No, I didn't recall the video, but I saw I saw the today is Friday, and there are people are playing their trade, trying to make ends meet on a Friday.
Yeah.
I had to imagine why would they bring a truck through this place?
You see?
So we want truth about what you're doing in Swan Street.
What
Your
you're doing in
intentions
Swan
of Swan
Street. Yes. Somebody wants the truth about Hope and Dwight. Oh my goodness. Listen, the people they're not easy, you know. They're not easy. I'm putting up all let's say the truth about the budget. Huh?
Mhm.
What this one said, Mr. Babb?
The truth about the guns that are coming in, and certainly those persons who are firing the guns on the street are not the importers. We still need the truth about the cars. You know that story about the cars that were stolen and were here.
Yes. You remember all of those high-end cars?
We want to know the truth if they found all of them.
Yes.
And the truth about who brought them. And why now that investigation is over?
Somebody says they want the truth about the taxpayers' money.
Yes, because we have no clue about how much is collected from the sewage tax.
Correct.
And we need the truth of where it's going.
They want the truth about Afrexim Bank.
Yes.
Somebody said they want the truth about the lost decade.
But you can get that story. That was a well-coined political phrase that captured annoyed Barbadians. And when you make decisions when you're angry, those things stick.
She says, when we lack truth, we lack trust.
Yes.
And the law becomes theater. That's why she has to put back all of them laws that she's trying to pass. She's speaking of herself.
Yes.
Where the guns, Sonny said, where the guns and drugs coming from? Somebody wants the truth about the immigration policy. And what we'll read that one, Mr. Babb.
The truth about when they remove the inheritance laws for poor people, why they remove the inheritance laws for poor people.
Yes, Jacqueline, we need to do that as a show, and we need to do a full segment on that. Somebody again wanted to know the truth about Hope and Dwight. Yes, tonight is your night. The truth about the sugar industry. Wow.
Yes. And those are issues that because they're pulling out so many things to distract us, that those things are being pushed one side. There's so many things. I believe there was a time in our politics that two of those issues would be enough to bring down a government. And we have near 200 to bring down any government.
Look at all the issues we have in here. Look, read this one. What it says.
The truth about all those people that was fired from where?
From where? Which one? It's I'm not sure where. You say where, Mr. Beautiful. Listen.
Oh dear, the truth about vaccines and Maloney.
You remember the vaccine scam? Because listen, the only prime minister's name, not me, just read the reports, and I'm just speaking the facts. And I'm just wondering, that's all I'm doing. I am wondering why it is that there were two vaccine scams in the Caribbean. Two. One, and there was one prime minister's name that was involved, called in the two vaccine scams. Yes, there were two.
And that's the truth.
And that's the truth. One with Barbados, and St. Lucia involved, and Mark Maloney involved. The name was called, remember? Yeah.
Yes.